their feet here in Madison Square Garden. It's been 7 years since the Knicks went to the postseason. They are heading to the playoffs in 2011.
Back in 2004, Carmelo Anthony was a rookie, Chauncey Billups was on his way to become MVP of the NBA Finals, and Amar'e Stoudemire would play for a bronze medal for the United States in Athens. Plenty has changed since, and after a 7-year absence, the New York Knicks are back in the playoffs where they meet the defending Eastern Conference champions, Boston Celtics, in the first round.
Actually, I think the Knicks got a good chance of getting out the first round, believe it or not,
said Brian Kennedy, a Harlem native who roots for the Los Angeles Lakers but supports his hometown team. New York's last playoff appearance didn't last long. After suffering a first-round sweep at the hands of the New Jersey Nets, Knicks fans have experienced roller coaster season after season. Jordan Lauterbach, host of the Sports Wire Late Night on WCWP 88.1 FM, has had difficulty keeping up with the tough times.
It's kind of hard to pay attention to a team when it's the same story night after night after.
Prior to their seeding clinching victory versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, it wasn't rare to hear Knicks fans like Howard Washington reminisce about the good old days.
Nobody remembers Toby Knight, Henry Bibby, and then the Riley era, which was good. We had a good run. Okay. And then it was just chaos for a decade.
Yeah, I was going for them in 99. I was like, yo, what, the Spurs? Come on, you know I was hating on them.
Even Patrick Creighton, co-host of the Sports Wire Late Night, has to think far back in order to find his most memorable Knick moment.
The 94 finals game, I'm out with a bunch of my friends watching Knicks Rockets, and all of a sudden, they cut half the screen away because O.J. Simpson is driving down a highway in a white Bronco.
After numerous ineffective free agent signings, trades that never worked out, and draft picks that didn't amount to anything, Knicks fans grew wary.
It's been pretty brutal because watching this team go from, a perennial 50-plus win team for, over a decade. They were always in the playoffs. They always went to the conference finals.
After Layden and Isaiah, then it was just terrible.
It's been tough. I mean, especially when so many teams, 16, make the playoffs every year. And you are not one of them, not one of them, and not one of them. And the year that you are, you get swept by your crosstown rivals, the Nets, in 2004.
Ever since the arrival of Amar'e Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony, the team whose most notable draft pick was in 1985 will finally have a chance at rebuilding for the future. But even with a roster that contains two of the game's most prolific scorers and a point guard with plenty of playoff experience, Knicks fans have low expectations from their team in these playoffs.
All we have to do is win two games and I'm happy.
I give them a chance to win a game. Like I said, it's not that they won't be competitive. They will be competitive. They just won't win.
Lack of defense is the primary reason why some Knicks fans believe they won't even make it out the first round.
They need a big man.
If we had a better bench, we could run on them because they're older, but we don't have a good enough bench to run on them.
The reason the Knicks can't get over the hump in close games is because they can't rebound. They can't get a defensive stop. They have no set plays.
Starting September, New York will begin a full season of the Amar'e Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony era. Which free agents will join them? We'll have to wait and see. But will Coach Mike D'Antoni be back?
I can't wait. If they have it next season, that's the first thing. But I absolutely can't wait. A full training camp, maybe some different players, maybe a new coach that, fits the talent right now a little better. I think next year this is a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference. I think a lot of this year was, look, you acquire a guy who's such a big piece of your offense, such a big piece of your team in February, and you expect it to work like that. That's just, I don't care how good the guy is, it's not going to happen. I think when push comes to shove, making the playoffs is enough, partly because I don't know if there's that guy waiting in the wings. I don't know that a Phil Jackson type coach is coming here. I just don't think they are, especially with that owner. Kind of a hard guy to work with at times. So I think he will be here. I could see him being fired if they're swept and non-competitive in the next 2. But anything more, I think he keeps his job.
Reporting from Brookville, New York, Darwin Rodriguez.
Charles Oakley finishing
with the big slam as time ticks away and 20 rebounds. Take a look at him here with a little give and go action. Gets a return pass from Patrick Ewing.
What's the biggest roadblock, Grant, in keeping Portland from a deep run?
I think experience in the postseason. I mean, these guys are having a great year. They got great chemistry. But you got San Antonio. You got Oklahoma City. You don't know what's going to happen with Oklahoma. Westbrook, is he coming back? Those two teams have been there. San Antonio last year, they clearly have recovered from the emotional letdown there in Game 7 and losing. I just think when it gets down to the conference finals, can Portland in a tough, hard-nosed series, are they going to be able to have the experience together collectively as a unit to win?
Is it that more than bench right now? This is 13 bench points tonight out of 110 that they scored.
Well, what are you saying? Coming out of what? The West?
Yeah, I'd say making a deep run in the West.
I mean, I think they have the ability to make a deep run, but when we're talking about winning a championship coming out the West, the issue is there is a big difference in playoff basketball because when you play in a regular season, you know your teammates, but when you play in the playoffs, you learn your teammates and you learn who they really are because the adversity is going to hit. And being closed out in a closeout game or having to close out someone, you learn who your teammates are. And I don't know if they know who their teammates are, but I don't think they learn that. And you have to lose to do that. There's no way around it. I don't think you can. The only team that I've ever seen in this modern era to do it was the Boston Celtics coming in 1 year. They bring in all those guys. They bring in the big three. But those three guys have been through wars before. These guys have not. So that's the only thing. They will go deep. They will lose. They will learn. And then they will be a championship contender team.
a funcionar e sem oposição.
Hi there, I'm Aaron Kern with this Rant Sports update for Friday, May 11th. Last night in the association, the 76ers eliminated the top-seeded Bulls thanks to two clutch free throws by Andre Iguodala in the final seconds to give the Sixers their first playoff series victory since 2003. The way they celebrated, you would have thought they just won the finals. Philly will move on to the conference semis to face the Celtics, who defeated the Hawks in Game 6 at the Garden. Afterwards, KG finished with 28-14, addressed the comments of the Atlanta Hawks owner, who called Garnett old and the dirtiest guy in the league. Garnett said there's a difference between X's and O's in checkbooks and bottom lines. The Celtics and Sixers tip off their series Saturday in a doubleheader followed by Game 7 between the Nuggets and the Lakers. Denver forced the deciding game back to Staples with 32 points from Ty Lawson in a rout of an ill Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. Home teams have won 80% of Game 7s in NBA history, and the Lakers will have Metta World Peace back from his 7-game suspension. The Nuggets will be without their reserve center Chris Birdman Anderson, who was excused indefinitely for all team-related activities after being investigated by the department's Internet Crimes Against Children Unit, which investigates internet luring, child predators, and child pornography. Anderson cooperated with officials when they searched his home on Thursday. No arrest is imminent. And finally, in NFL-related news, it's good news for Vikings fans who can finally exhale. Owners of the franchise landed a bill for a public funding of a new $975 million stadium, which will keep the Vikings in Minnesota for another generation. It should be ready by the 2016 season. I'm Aaron Kern with this Rant Sports update. You can find more reaction from these stories and more at rantsports.com.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on, YouTube? Not your average flight, and it is time to get right. Coming at you guys with NBA Street, the official Volume 2. It's going to be an NBA team matchup, Raptors versus the Pacers. Of course, I chose Vinsanity in the Raptors. Let's go and get this game started.
That's right, if you just came over the bridge, you are now in Philadelphia, the land of beautiful basketball.
My man Vince Carter just standing there on the side like, I'm gonna let y'all dunk. I'm gonna warm up and show my dunks for y'all later, son. Heck nah. Look at Reggie Miller putting on the moves to us in the beginning. We got Jermaine O'Neal. Oh, you blocked, son. Not in my house. Vince, he already ripping me already. I shouldn't have showed off.
The jumper.
Oh, we got the ball back anyway, though. We live. I'm cutting for the oop. I'm cutting for the oop. Look at Vinsanity going all the way up and down for the alley-oop. And we got Jermaine O'Neal doing 360 windmill on us. Okay. Nice bone crunching screen. Oh, put him on the ground again. Got him jumping. I should have thrown the hoop there. That was my fault. But still points. The ground because, I mean, come on. He was ready to steal that ball from me. I wish T-Mac was on his Raptors team when his game was made. This would have been a fire squad. Off the backboard to my man Vince Carter. Catching the second oop of the game. Get blocked, son. You really think Reggie Miller about to dunk on me with Vince Carter? I seen him last second alley. His Lob City up in the Broad Street. Come on, son. That should have been blocked or something. I will be posting NFL Street to you guys just so you guys know. So look forward to that coming up. I cannot wait until I start posting. Vasey with the fake windmill and threw it back. Oh. Give me that steal. That was easy. Easy money. Easy cookies. Damn it. I shouldn't have left Reggie open. Next time I'm not doing that because he has a 3. Oh, out for the oop. I saw him at the last second. Oh boy. Let's go. We got the game breaker already. I'm going to let them shoot so I can get the ball back. I want to pocket this game breaker. And we got the rebound. Pocket it before I get it stolen like last time. I remember in the last video, I had like 2 game breakers stolen off the dribble. Bone crunching screen cut to the rim. Guess he's not going to cut. I'm going to shoot that 3 up. Nothing but the bottom of the net. We are up 8-7. Cutting for you. Oh, nice back to Papa. VC open for 3. Woo-hoo! Score tied 11 apiece.
Whoa, did you see that move?
Look at this dunk, son. Homeboy did a fake out 360. Okay. Oh, got him. Got him. I saw that oop from a mile away. Had to feed my homeboy. Give me that. Oh, down the court. He's cherry picking like who knows what.
Oh, man.
He almost missed that bad boy too. That would have sucked. Let me do one simple crossover and have the game breaker. My jump shot so bad I got it rated in the stadium. I'm the fireman, but how could you hate him? My jump shot so bad I got it rated in the stadium. Okay, I hit that little. I don't even know what dance he was hitting, but hey. Oh heck no, son. He should have got blocked there. He missed it. Shot clock running out. Oh, I should have thrown it. Oh, but he put that thing back. Oh. Did y'all see this? He blocked it to his hands and put it in for the alley. Oh, broke him off the dribble again. A second time. Boom on his ass. And he stops. That's the last thing I need for it. And this game off by booming on Jermaine O'Neal and doing the rock away.
That was the game winner. Game point.
Next game, I will be posting this NBA Ballers Phenom, and depending on when NFL Street gets in the mail, you guys, not your average flight, and I'm out for today, everybody. Peace.
Got me on trial cause my crossover a killer. And I been draining threes like my last name was Miller. Cash on the jumper, maybe I should start a bank. Call me weatherman, the way I make it rain.